Is my voice coming through speakers? But they go, okay, sweet. Hello, my name is Mikey Newman. I'm the Chief Creative Champion at Gearbox Software. This is the young blood. This is the new guy at Gearbox. This is Andrew Goldfarb, our content editor. He's going to be moderating our panel today, hopefully.
Yeah, doing my best.
Yeah,
we'll see how this goes.
You've never tried to moderate Randy, have you?
No, I heard it's going to be a challenge.
It's fun. It's a good time. So what are we going to do right now?
Okay, before we get started, we have a ton of stuff today. I don't want to make you wait, but these cosplayers, you guys are just incredible. So, if you guys can come up here, we want everyone to get to see how awesome it is.
Impromptu runway show.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, here, you right? I got you.
You guys got it. Pose, get your applause, get that 5 minutes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, you can do the whole thing. Just you know. A little bit faster, let's keep the line moving. Love that, by the way. Too much ham. No ham. Let's go. Oh, there's a lot of them. Let's go together. Go, keep going. Keep going. And we're done. That's amazing, by the way. I love that! Beautiful. One more round of applause for a cosplayer.
And just so you guys know,
well done.
Haven't seen the Pre-Sequel yet. Anyone in cosplay, go to the front of the line, get in immediately. Don't wait.
Cool like that.
Get started?
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Where am I sitting, Mr. Goldfarb?
Sit by me.
By the way, we decided his nickname is Drew Goldschlager.
I don't know if we decided that.
Well,
Someone decided that.
I did when I had a bottle of Goldschlager, and then that's how that happened.
That's all good decisions I made.
Yes! Count it! All right, let's bring it.
So we have 2 more panelists that will be seeing a lot of today. The first, franchise director for Borderlands, Matt Armstrong. Matt.
You're gonna take the runway walk, Matt? Come on. And that was the greatest day of my life, sober. That's it, we're done.
Very impressive. And then, of course, the man you're all expecting, CEO of Gearbox, Randy Pitchford.
You have to do it too. What do I have to do? You have to do runway walk. A runway walk? I like that. Did you notice that our 0 to Mussolini was 6 minutes?
I'm a fan of Mussolini.
That was interesting. You dropped a Mussolini reference 6 minutes in. Anyway, panel and things and what, you know.
All right, so let's get started. First off, if anyone has questions they want to be sending us during the show, during the panel, questions at Gearbox Software. Oh, can we put the PowerPoint up?
Do we have slides?
We do have slides.
What do you know?
Oh,
We got it. We're good. We're good.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, questions at Gearbox. That's for people watching at home on the stream as well. We'll try. Let's see how we do on time, but we're gonna do our best. So, welcome to the Gearbox PAX panel. We're gonna start. Well, we can do it.
No, I like them giving you a smattering. I feel like that's all you learned so far, Goldschlager.
So here's kind of what we're going to be running through today. Brief overview. We're going to start with Borderlands because I think, as the cosplay suggests, I think that's what a lot of people want to hear about first.
I want to see Homeworld cosplay at the next PAX.
Dress as the mothership.
Here, so let's start with Borderlands 2. Randy, I think you're probably the best one to take this to start. I mean, Borderlands, it's been 18 months since that launch, and we're still supporting it with DLC.
Yeah.
What are we looking at, coming very soon?
I'm just to check, anybody here like Borderlands?
It's a good thing you asked. I was curious as well.
Just to be sure. I thought everybody was here because they wanted to hear me talk about our work on James Bond 007 Nightfire.
Personally, I was.
By the way, the man sitting on my left, a lot of people don't know him. He tends to be behind the scenes. This is Matt Armstrong. If you like Borderlands, there is more of Matt than any other single person at Gearbox in that game. He was there on day 0 and has been part of the franchise to today. Right now, he is the franchise director. He was the director of Borderlands 1. There's more of Matt than anyone in Borderlands. It's pretty much his game. And Matt will be the first to tell you that it's a team effort, but all of us at Gearbox know this is his baby, and we're just thrilled to be a part of it. The thing about Borderlands that's interesting is, we have a lot of fun working on it, and there's a lot of talented people that enjoy it, and so enjoy working on it, and you guys seem to love it, so we've been making tons of stuff, unprecedented support. But, all good things come to an end. The last DLC for Borderlands 2 is coming out on April 15th, and that is The Son of Cromarax. It's Hammerlock versus The Son of Cromarax, and it's a Headhunter pack, and it comes out on April 15th. Right? So I hope you guys all enjoy it. I don't know if my opinion on what's good or not has any credibility with anyone anymore, but I actually think it's the best of the Headhunter packs, but maybe, I'm sure you'll disagree.
It is, it
Okay.
is. We had a lot of fun making it. We did the Headhunters packs because we enjoy Borderlands so much, we just want to keep working on it. We're really fans of our own game, which is a little odd, but that's what we are. And we continuously want to keep working on it and just can't stop.
And we're going to try to squeeze in at least, it won't be a DLC or anything, but at least one more free update at some point, especially because we have a new game coming in the Borderlands franchise, and we want to make sure we get in, as much as we can in terms of balance tweaks and bug fixes, but we have to figure out how much time we have and what that's going to be, and we'll cover that at some point down the road.
For sure. I mean, I think the interesting thing with Borderlands is that it's all for the fans. I mean, especially stuff like the Headhunter packs, continuing to support it for this long has come because of you guys, has come because people want to see Borderlands doing well and want to see more of it. One thing that came from that came from the desire of the fans, is the Vita version.
Yeah. Before we get to that, though, I think if you
sure.
hit the slide one more, it will show us
Yes.
that, and hit it one more time.
Well, you'd think the moderator would know the powerful
You think,
slides.
I'm here to help you out, Goldschlager, newbie. All right.
Now it's official, bitch.
is. We got
That's
this. So there is still some time here at PAX East. If you haven't had a chance to check out the Son of Cromrax, you can go to the NVIDIA booth, and it's there on display, and you can play it. And in a few days, in like 2 days, it's coming out. So have fun with it.
That's right before my birthday. I realized today, I was like, oh yeah, my birthday's in like 3 days.
Actually, yesterday was Brian Martell's birthday.
Yes,
Brian
it was.
Martell is not here because
Could not be here.
he's camping with his son on his birthday. Brian Martell, he was here last year. Brian Martell is the Executive Vice President of Gearbox, Chief Creative Officer, awesome guy, and it was his birthday on April 12th. And my birthday's on April 21st, so...
Wow, we are all really...
Don't send me anything. Would you like to do your segue again? Or should we assume we remember it?
Man, Borderlands is really for the fans, and you guys really wanted it on Vita. Boom.
Alright, so here's the segue. Now it's time for the segue.
I mean, I think what's cool about Borderlands Vita is that, again, it was born from what people wanted, but there's actually a pretty cool story behind it. I mean, it kind of came from something you said at a conference about a year ago.
Well, yeah, I was actually in the UK. What was the conference I was at?
It was Res.
Res, that's right.
Yeah.
And it was in Brighton, I think, on the beach there. By the way, UK doesn't have beaches like we have beaches. I mean, what they call a beach is like tons of little rocks, like it wasn't even sand. But it's a beautiful place and an awesome pier with a lot of neat attractions. And they had intense, crazy gamer fans that came out in the droves. And I was there to just talk. I thought it was more like a developer panel. We were doing some behind-the-scenes stuff, talking about the development of Borderlands 2. And we took questions and answers from the audience. And someone in the audience was really interested in knowing if Borderlands 2 was ever going to be on the Vita. And my answer to the question was something like, I think that would be amazing. We don't have time, we don't even know what we're doing on that platform, we're busy. But if people that had capability, like developers that knew what they were doing, were interested and were worthy of some trust.
Can I get a clarification here? Are you saying something you said got you in trouble?
All the time, all the time. Yeah, so there was a story written about this. Yeah,
A story?
in the story, yeah, so then the whole internet covered this, that I said, hey, if only a developer would step up, there would be a Vita version. Fortunately, Sony noticed this too. And Adam Boyes came out to our community day just 1 month later. There's a picture of us up there. That's me and Adam Boyes, who's head of third party for the PlayStation. And that's us at our celebrity poker tournament that we had, and Adam and I are holding a Vita. Just, I guess he wanted to tweet that picture because he thought that would be a good idea. No business has been done. Let's really tease people that there's going to be a Vita version.
These people heard of you? Like,
Yeah,
it seems
I don't
like they
know.
would know better by now.
Shortly after that, I was on the IGN show Game Over Greggy. Hey, Greg, are you here? By the way,
I don't know if you made it.
I don't know if Greg made it, but I know Greg's in the house somewhere. And he brought it up. And a lot of people watch his show, and so then all of our Twitters are blown up, and people are really begging for this thing. It turned out Sony was willing to step up. So Sony is actually publishing the Vita version of Borderlands 2. And they recruited a developer in Chicago, Iron Galaxy, who we just gave all of our source code to. We said, good luck, guys. And those are the guys that made Dive Kick, which is pretty cool. And
Can that be in the trailer from the makers of Dive Cake?
From the makers of Dive Cake, the Borderlands 2 for Vita. And you know, the Vita's a handheld platform.
Now with Dive Cake. No, don't call me on that.
The Vita's a handheld platform, and it's a very powerful platform for being, you know, such a small device, but it's not a PlayStation 3. Yet the guys at Iron Galaxy have done an incredible job. It is the full and complete game. They've had to crunch some things down, you know, crunch some materials, crunch some things you'd expect when bringing a game as big and as complicated as Borderlands 2 to the Vita, but I'm really impressed with their work, and took me about 30 minutes or so, maybe a little longer to get used to the, you know, the thumbsticks are a little different than the thumbsticks I'm used to, but it's actually a really, really good version of the game, and if you want to play Borderlands 2 on the go, and you are a PlayStation 3 gamer, you can actually cross-save your games back and forth. Wow. And I've done this myself. There's an option in the menu now, and this will be patched into the PlayStation 3 version where you can upload your save, and then on the Vita you can download your save. And it's really simple to do. You just do it from the main menu of the game as long as you're connected to the internet, and you can level up your character on the train or on the plane or in a boat or on a road.
Or reading Dr. Seuss.
And it's pretty impressive that it all works. It's magic. And
it's also cool if you like trophies and are nerdy, because then if you have a Platinum Borderlands 2 on PS3, you get another one on Vita. Which
that's true. That's a really good point. That's an exploit. I didn't think of that.
So it's coming with the new Vita, which is the Vita 2000.
There's a bundle.
That bundle is
our first console bundle,
which is pretty cool.
Is it really?
Actually, that's not true. They just bundled.
Oh, the 360.
They just bundled Borderlands 2, the Game of the Year edition, with the Xbox 360. I've forgotten about that. But it's our first, like, it's because it's the new version of the Vita.
Right.
So it's like our first legitimate console bundle.
Yeah, I think in North America.
Sorry, Xbox 360.
We're running out of firsts.
We are.
Yeah, I think if you can't buy the new Vita without Borderlands 2,
that's right. The new Vita will all come. Every one of them will come with Borderlands 2.
That is amazing. That's pretty.
So May 6th is the bundle, and then standalone is May 13th.
And I think there's some folks running around our booth on the PAX floor. If you're curious to see, there's several Vitas running around with the game running. If you want to see what it looks like yourself, they'll let you play around with it for a few minutes. So that's that.
Awesome. So,
and by the way, this never would have happened if whoever you are out there that's crazy about the Vita and just really wanted this never would have happened if you did not scream so loud and beg and plead and blow up our Twitter feeds and
in nice ways.
The nice stuff
Very
helps.
polite.
The people with money, like at Sony, they're not gonna like want to make, like, if people are mad or angry, they just want to back away from that. But when people are like, this would be amazing and we love you, they're totally in, and then money happens.
You guys did it. So next thing, get on, bring it back, Firefly, you lazy. we got Borderlands Vita. That's the order, right? Like, that's okay. Makes sense.
Let's move on.
So Mikey, speaking of expanding Borderlands,
right?
There are these comics, Borderlands Origins.
Did you guys check out Borderlands Origins originally? Anybody in here?
Mikey wrote those.
I did. We did 4 one-shots of all the main characters: Lilith, Brick, Mordecai, and the other one. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Roland. Borderlands.
Did you actually?
Sorry, Roland. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, spoilers.
No, I didn't say anything.
You said sorry, Roland.
Because he got his feelings hurt.
That's right.
By a gun. Anyway. Oh, come on, it's been out for like 18 months. Let's agree.
Now, Bloodwing, that would be too soon. I took the bullet so my buddy Mikey wouldn't have to. Don't hate at me, because you're all good at that.
It is very. Anyway, so we started talking to IDW again, and Dave Eddings well, I don't know if Dave's here or not. He's running around. I think he's kind of busy. I don't know. But Dave's talking to IDW about doing some more, and so we're doing.
Yeah. By the way, Dave Eddings, the voice of Claptrap, is also our business development and licensing guy.
Yes.
So, if you've ever wondered why there's so much Claptrap merchandising and nothing else, it's a really good indicator.
And a playable character now in Borderlands The Pre-Sequel.
Dude, spoilers again.
What? How is that a spoiler?
Some people haven't actually read the news. We'll get to it.
He's on the photo.
Don't worry about it, Ghost. Don't worry about it, new guy.
Rumored playable character.
Sorry, allegedly
rumor.
on the art that we released a week ago.
No,
Yay, more comic books. Next topic.
We're doing a new ongoing series with IDW that takes place after the one shot, so it's all four Vault Hunters together. I think it's gonna be really cool, and you can look for it sometime in the fall.
And Mikey will continue to write it.
I am also writing all these, and I think it's a lot cooler than what we did in Origins because everybody's together, so it's quite a bit crazier.
Yay.
Crazy's always good.
That was almost like Claptrap's birthday party. Almost, and then you guys gave it up, so good for you.
I like me.
Now
Wow, that was not the response I was expecting.
As long as someone loves you, you're somebody.
It's like patting him here. I'm good.
It is you who loves you, so.
Goes like, you need to keep control of your
yeah,
panel.
for sure.
You have no control now.
So obviously everyone here loves Borderlands, but you know, we did acquire Homeworld last year, and we're doing some updates for it today. So we're gonna bring out something like that. We're gonna bring out my boss, Steve Gibson, who is nice and employs me, and I'm gonna say nice things about him. So here's America's most handsome man, Steve Gibson.
I think Steve might be the tallest boss here right now.
He's absolutely the tallest boss I've ever had.
Oh, I can Did you guys see the picture I tweeted of Steve posing with Handsome Jack? He was like, look at the gun.
It's the best.
Look at my Twitter.
I make lots of good decisions.
Steve is a great man.
Make your employee get control of his panel, Steve.
Get us under control, buddy.
I'm trying. So tell us about Homeworld. I mean, we haven't heard anything in a while. What's going on?
So, so what we did was, as Drew here mentioned, we had some guys at the studio.
Talk into the mic.
We had some guys at home. There's a lot of dudes in here. Look back down. So we had a lot of guys in the studio who were really passionate about Homeworld. Like that had a lot of influence on our industry. It was groundbreaking, right? So when we had found out that it was going to be available, Brian Martell specifically was desperate to get this franchise into a place where we could expect great things to happen for it instead of it getting stuck in a loop of just never moving forward, right? This is a beautiful, wonderful franchise, and we want to see more happen with it. So the partners at Gearbox decided, okay, we're going to spend some money, a lot of money, and we're going to grab the IP, and what we're going to do is, the first thing I think everybody wants to see happen is we want to see it available to as many people as possible. Like, this game doesn't, as the state it was, didn't even work on latest Windows, it's not available for digital download. So we're like, okay, let's do that. In addition to that, we've started to work on a remastering of it. This is as true as you can possibly be to the gameplay, while reworking all the visuals. We're replacing the render. Now, by the way, we're replacing the renderer. That's not free, but sorry. We're replacing the renderer, replacing all the assets, reworking it all over, and actually, let's show them the video. Yeah. You want to do that?
We're also doing 4K support.
Yeah, 4K support as well.
This is new. So it's going to support, if you have a crazy NVIDIA video card and you have a crazy high fidelity monitor that can do 4K, you can run Homeworld in glorious 4K resolution. It's going to be amazing. Homeworld Remastered.
All right, so this is a video where we've been talking to the original art director, creative director, design, like all those guys. We've been interacting with all of them. So here's a little bit of what's going on there.
What's exciting about a project like this is the modern capacity for technology to produce the vision that was had.
Homeworld is unlike anything that's out there. It's a game about epic spaceship battles.
The draw of being a people lost from your homeland and journeying across the stars trying to find your true home, there's something so pure and simple about that journey.
It's really of the video game industry. It's a real gamer's game. It was the game that worked. It was the game that lived up to its promise.
I've been a fan of Homeworld since the game came out. At the time, Homeworld was being published by Sierra, and so were we making Opposing Force, and that's how we got our start. Fast forward, nearly 15 years later, there's this opportunity to acquire the brand, and having been a fan, seeing it sit there in languish, I really thought that we needed to make sure that it could happen.
One of Gearbox's first franchises that we created was Brothers in Arms. And there was a mode, if you pause the game, basically, it would go into a situational awareness view where the camera would come back and you could sweep around. So much of how we engineered that and how we controlled the camera, I think, was directly inspired by the experiences I had playing Homeworld. I actually did not put that together until just now, when you asked me that question.
The mothership is standing by.
We launched a website for Homeworld just about, I guess, 6 weeks ago. Sure. And on there we had this survey asking you guys about what you would want in a potential collector's edition. And we have a little update about that.
Yeah, so turns out you guys want the coolest thing. So, so we're working on this thing. This will be over a foot tall. It is an irresponsible amount to spend on the collector's edition as far as what we're doing on it. Like, we're hoping we break even on this thing. Is that about right?
We might break even.
We might break even.
Good for you guys.
Yes.
We have a passionate guy who just wants to do.
So this thing is going to be. It will actually have a USB plug where it lights up throughout. Like, this is ridiculous. So the thing that you saw on the website, imagine that, but even a little bit more. The last count I heard was the number of people touching this thing on the assembly line is in the hundreds. It is.
So I have not seen this yet until right now,
yeah.
And my dick just moved. That is amazing. Wow.
Yeah. So when we put out the remastered edition that we're hoping a little bit later this year, there's a very limited run of these because, as I mentioned, we're hoping we just break even on this thing. So when we put it up for pre-order with a retailer, you might want to snatch it up because you're only talking a couple of thousand of these things will be available. So probably not even enough for everybody in this room. But we really, really thought that Homeworld never got a collector's edition, right? Never got something like this. And for a franchise so important to our industry, we felt like we had the opportunity to do something to honor that. So that's why we're doing this.
Cool. Awesome. Before we let Steve go, I should also say that, everyone should love him and adore him because he is also the one who always gives out the free stuff in panels, so we love you, Steve. That's true. So thank you.
Did you do that? It's in the chair. We're on the hook for that, by the way. Okay. Well, that's a couple hundred. That's one less collector's edition. All right.
So, we've mentioned fans a couple times here. One of the big things for Gearbox is how much we love you guys and how important you are to us. And Randy, you always send these emails out to the team of why we fight. And so I think today we want to talk about one example of that.
You guys, some of you write letters to us, and half the time you tell us how you want to burn our building down because you don't like some balance change or something. But the other half of the time, there are these amazing, heartwarming and heartfelt stories about how playing the game may have helped you connect with someone that is important to you, or got through some time that was tough, or inspired you to do something creative and awesome. And Whenever those kinds of emails come in, I tend to forward them to the team with a simple tag that says why we fight and reminds us all, you know, why we exist, because we are entertainers, and the only reason why I created the studio and why we all exist at the studio is to just commit our lives and commit ourselves to trying to make the world more interesting, try to add something fun and try to create some joy and happiness. And it's difficult. Creativity is hard and it's subjective and we don't always succeed, but we always try. And we have to remember that creating joy and happiness in the world is our purpose.
So, we got an email from this dude named Patrick, and I'm going to read a little bit of it real quick. My name is Patrick. I'm a French Canadian living up in the cold. Soon on April 18th, it'll be my wife's birthday. Her name is Abra. She will turn 31. She is from down south in the USA, from Alabama. We met more than 5 years ago playing online games together. In September 2008, we decided that she would come visit me here for 1 or 2 weeks. This is what we said. However, the first 1 to 2 weeks turned into 5 years and a half, and I'm writing this to you. She simply never left. By the way, his first language is not English, and so I'm kind of translating a little bit on the fly. Long story short, there's a lot of stuff in here about they had a lot of financial problems. She lost her mother, and it was sad. And the thing that really got them through this was Borderlands co-op. I'm good. So at the bottom, he asked us if we could wish her a happy birthday, and wouldn't it be cool if actually if Claptrap did that? I was trying to maintain the surprise. I know Dave's here. Dave Eddings, the voice of Claptrap. Could you come out here, please?
Hello, how are you?
It is Arbra's 31st birthday on April 18th.
It's near my birthday.
Yeah, what is with all of our birthdays being the same time? I'm 16, you're 18, like, or no, she's 18, you're 19.
Yeah.
So,
all right, so what are we going to do here? We're going to wish Arbra, like Barbara without a B, turning 31, and I want everybody to help too.
Get out your cell phones right now. You know everybody's telling you to turn your phones on. Get out your cell phones, record it. Everybody upload this. We're going to give this Abra the best birthday wish in the universe. Let's get like 5,000 YouTube uploads of Dave Claptrap wishing this person a happy birthday. All right?
All right, y'all ready? All right, now after we wish Arbra a happy birthday, we're going to sing to her as well. All right, can you all sing? Yeah? All right. You're not going to sing very well, are you? Okay. All right, you ready? What are we doing again?
Give her a hello, travelers, the voice of Claptrap.
Hello, travelers! We want to wish Arbra a happy birthday. All right, ready? Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Arbra. Happy birthday to you. And I'm snapping all y'all selfies right now. All right, everybody, Arbra. All right, this one-trick pony is done. Right on.
Thank you, Dave. So, I knew he was here. I was playing with you guys. Because I already spoiled enough stuff today, apparently.
You know, stuff like that is, again, for the fans, which you're going to hear me saying a lot, because it's true. It's something we like to hit on a lot. And, you know, Randy, I know, in addition to heartwarming stories, you wanted to have some fun with some people today and, you know, talk to fans here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Okay, so last year when we were getting set up, we had some time, you know, while people were loading in. I actually did a couple magic tricks. I don't know if anybody remembers that. This year we're going to do something a little different. I've stolen a trick from some people I have a lot of respect for, which is what you should do when you respect people. I'm going to do the trick. We're going to need some help. Hey, everybody got your cell phones out? Get your cell phones out, turn the volume way up. We're going to pick somebody. And by the way, whoever we pick might actually get something out of this other than humiliation and embarrassment. So get your cell phones out, hold them up, and I think Jeff is running around looking for somebody. Jeff, where are you? Did you find somebody yet?
He's over there on the left. Is that Jeff?
Do we got somebody? All right, I think we got somebody. Okay, good. And you know what? If you want to leave your cell phones on, that's fine. Everybody's telling you to turn them off and don't record the stuff. You can record this panel, whatever. Who do we have? Let's get up on stage. Who did you pick? Josh. Come on stage, Josh. Hi, nice to meet you. You're Josh, right? I'm Randy. A pleasure. Got your backpack. Josh, we've never met before, have we? And nobody, like, you just came to this town. Where are you from, Josh?
From Worcester, Mass.
You're from Massachusetts, okay. So you traveled a long way. Is this your phone? Do you mind if I check this out? We're gonna give you a little souvenir here. This is just a regular, okay, how does this work? I use a BlackBerry. So, it's a smartphone. Do you have a camera app? Can you bring up the camera app? Okay, cool. Set it to video. I'm gonna give you an awesome, we're on video. Okay, I'm gonna give you a souvenir, all right? Here, stand over, in fact, let's take that spot right there. And we're gonna help this be awesome. Let's see, let me just make sure this works. I'm gonna start recording. Hi, I'm Randy Pitchford, and these are some friends of mine here at Gearbox Software. We all work together, and we are live on stage at Penny Arcade Expo in Boston, and you are? Josh. This is Josh. Give it up for Josh, everyone. Now, Josh, this is your phone, and you now have some souvenir video of me, you've got some souvenir video of them, you've got some souvenir video of all of these folks, and you've got some souvenir video of you, but you don't have any video of you with a famous game developer. I don't want to disappoint you, so ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out Cliff Bleszinski. Here's Cliff Bleszinski. Come on up here, Josh. First of all, strike a pose.
Put your hand on that man. Look, come on. There you go.
It's Cliff. If you don't recognize him, hold on. All right. Now strike the pose. Go ahead. All right, cool. Cliff Bleszinski, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, thanks a lot for coming. Now, go ahead. Now, you can just, go off stage. Now, did you like that? All right, cool. Oh, I'm upside down. Sorry. Okay. This is gonna be horrifying. Don't upload this on YouTube. Now, I do want to tell you guys, have you ever been to Vegas, Josh? I was just, yes, no, we're not going to be that close. We'll probably never see each other. This is your time, but that's it. Has anyone ever been to Vegas? Awesome. I was just in Las Vegas. Every year, the Academy of Interactive Arts has their award shows in Vegas, and I was just there, and we were, Borderlands 2 was actually nominated for Online Game of the Year. It was amazing. Lots of great games, lots of great prizes. I'm sure some of you guys follow that. While I was in Vegas, I had the opportunity to spend the day with one of my idols, somebody I have the most respect in the universe for, a guy named Penn Jillette. I don't know if you guys know him. And Penn set Christy and I up so we were able to watch the Penn and Teller show at the Rio. It's an amazing show. And the reason why I'm telling you all this is because right now I'm shamelessly stealing one of his bits. And I think that, imitation is the highest form of flattery, so maybe plagiarism is just the utmost show of respect. And so do me a favor. Go to Vegas, check out the Penn and Teller show at the Rio. It's an all-suite casino and hotel. It's amazing. Their show is unbelievable. If you can't get to Vegas, check out their Emmy-nominated television series, Bullshit. You can get the DVD. It's incredible. These guys are great. They debunk all kinds of crap that deserves to be debunked. Definitely check that out. They also have a new movie about a guy who reverse engineered one of the greatest artists of all time, the process that he used. It's called Tim's Vermeer. So go check that movie out. And maybe if you do some of those things, maybe Penn will forgive me for stealing his bit. Now, I didn't just bring you up on stage to get your picture with Cliffy. You want to win something? Of course. All right. Do we have any prizes for him? Can you bring out the table here? What do we got? There's a chance we're going to win some prizes. So there's three things that you might win. Move that back a little bit because we're going to need that spot right there. Let's go and check this out. What do we got here? What do we got? Well, the first thing we've got is, this is an NVIDIA video card. This is a GTX 780 Ti. This video card is worth almost $700. It's worth more than your phone. And also, has anyone heard of the company Razer? They make the best gaming mice in the world. Incredible keyboards, and even the Razer Blade laptop, and they've got a new Razer Blade coming out. So we've also got a gift code, a $300 value gift code for Razer. And your last possible thing that you might win is $99 on ThinkGeek, one of our loot chests. Maybe you can get one of us to sign it for you, and you can get an extra $50 for it on eBay. We're going to pick randomly. You're going to draw one of those three things. So let's put the cards away, and we'll draw one face down, and you won't know which one you get. Just go ahead and actually leave the cards there, because we're going to pick one face down in just a minute. All right, cool. And we'll pick one face down. And why don't you stand right here? What we're going to do. This is my. Here, take that. Empty, pull the lid off. You nervous? There's a lot of people. You're a little nervous. It's okay. There's a lot of people out there. It's empty, right? All right, cool. We're going to put your phone inside. Now, at this moment, it's been recording the whole time. So at this moment, it's going to sound really, really weird, and it's going to be all white in there. All right, so. I don't even know what to do with that. All right. And do you remember the spot right there? The spot right there where we put that thing. We're gonna put the cup right there on that spot. And I want you to concentrate on your phone. And I want you to remember that there's a chance that you might win a prize that's worth more than that phone. Are you ready? That's wild, huh? All right, let's figure out if you get your money back on that. $700 video card, $300 from Razer, or the loot chest. Go ahead. Pick, don't let me force you. Pick one at random. I am a magician. Go ahead. What'd you get? Show them. Oh shit. Loot chest. All right, that's your loot chest. Pick it up. Pick it up. Are you with someone that's in the audience?
Yeah, my wife's here somewhere.
Is your Josh's wife? Can you call his phone right now? Let's just see what happens. Call his phone. Pick that thing up. Pick it up. Oh, there she is. Can you call his phone right now? Is it ringing? Do you have your ringer on? Press the button. I hear something. Is that your phone? Open it up. That's your ringtone. Is that your phone? That's awesome. That's pretty well. And guess what? You can keep all the gifts. Yeah. That's really good. Cheers. Thank you guys. So you can take this right now and talk to Steve backstage, and he'll hook you up with the Razer gift code. All right. Cheers. Thanks a lot. And you can keep that too if you want. Cheers. Did it work? Did it work? Yeah. I've never done that before. I just stole it from Ben. Did Jeff catch it or did he drop it? Was it my throw or was it his catch? It was a little bigger throw. Not going. All right, Jeff. Good job. Good job.
I remember they were explaining that to me earlier before the show, and I was like, "What?" That was so cool. We
rehearsed it like 3 times.
That's
You're a wizard!
generous.
You're a wizard, Gary.
So back to business. So cool.
Cliffy, don't tell anyone how we did that.
It's a gold chain.
So far today we talked about Borderlands, talked about Homeland, some stuff that, you know, has been out or that's remastered and things like that, things that you kind of know and are familiar with. I think now we'll kind of look ahead, look towards the future. One of the next big things coming is Tales from the Borderlands. This one's really cool. This is kind of something different. And so we actually have Job from Telltale is here.
Job!
Take your walk, sir!
Runway walk.
You got a runway walk, dude. There we go. Steve's was better.
That'll be on Twitter.
So, you know, we've been working with you guys. I know, Matt, you've extensively worked with Telltale. Joe, kind of give me high level on what this is. For people who aren't familiar, like, what is Tales from the Borderlands?
So Tales from the Borderlands is a crazy idea that we had well, first off, we're huge fans of Borderlands.
And we are huge fans of the things that Telltale's done. From The Walking Dead to The Wolf Among Us is coming. Is that right now?
Check that out if you haven't.
So what we're doing is we're partnering with Gearbox to create an episodic, story-driven series, Telltale series, set in the world of Borderlands after Borderlands 2. In a nutshell.
Yeah, in a nutshell.
And apparently you guys have been working together. The franchise director working with... Why don't you expound upon that?
I expound upon that.
Go ahead, expound upon that.
You're taking my job.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Goldschlag.
One of the things we really want to do is we want to make sure that we keep it actually in the universe and canon. We can tell the story and continue the story of Borderlands 2 in an interesting way. So we've been, Anthony Birch, who is the writer on Borderlands 2, and I have been flying out to Telltale, and we've been spending time with them. They've been flying back to visit us. We spent a lot of South by Southwest together. That was fun. And basically working together and figuring out what the story is, what we can tell, and how we can tell it in an interesting way to make sure that it ties into the universe. And anything that happens in their game is canon in our universe, so that it can really be important and worthwhile and fun.
Right, so, and just so you know, like, if you play The Walking Dead, if you play The Wolf Among Us, it's going to play a lot like that. It's not a shooter. There will be plenty of action, there will be plenty of shooting, but it's not set in first person. It's sort of like this, just like our games. It's kind of like an interactive TV show. It's an interactive drama. There's lots of action, lots of comedy, lots of dark humor, and it's Borderlands. It's just told in a Telltale way.
Has anyone here actually played The Walking Dead from Telltale? It was fantastic.
Thank you.
It was one of my favorite games last year. We absolutely had to do something, and we're really glad that we're able to.
And we actually have screenshots, so I mean, we haven't really shown much from this.
You know, we came to South by Southwest with these guys and then showed a little bit. We're hoping to have a little bit more. The thing about Telltale games is it's very rare that we can actually show our games until they're about ready to ship. You know, we develop live, which is kind of something we really admire about Gearbox. You know, when they ship Borderlands 2 and all the expansions followed, they listen to you guys. Like, they want to know what you guys think. They want to know what you guys like in all the expansions and what kind of weapons you guys want to see and where you want to go with where Borderlands is going to expand. And with Telltale, like, we're in live development. We don't sort of queue up like 5 episodes that you can just, you know, we just sit on the shelf and then, you know, they come out later. When the first episode ships, we're listening as we're sort of working on the second. So whatever you guys think, we're listening to Twitter, Facebook, our forums, the Gearbox forums we'll be listening to, and just sort of seeing how you guys are enjoying the series. And a lot of times that can affect how we'll maybe do things as the series goes along.
Awesome.
And this is actually, so this is a first time we're showing this screenshot. That's Shade. He is in Prosperity Junction. A lot of characters that you've seen in Borderlands 2 are actually going to be a part of our series. Things that happen to them in this series are canon to what happens in the Borderlands story and universe.
Anyone who played Captain Scarlet knows Shade. He's a very unusual person, and you are his best friend.
We got another one. That's Fiona there. She's talking to Felix. You can see that's kind of the first time we're showing off like how the dialogue options work. It's if you played Walking Dead, if you played Wolf Among Us, you'll know exactly how to play this. We have 2 characters in Tales from the Borderlands. It's uniquely going to be sort of told from 2 different sides. So you'll be playing as one guy, Reese, who's kind of the ultimate Borderlands geek. You can kind of see him there. He's hacking into a loader bot and strangling a psycho. He's got his crazy ambitions on Pandora, and Fiona, when you play as her, she is sort of more of a swindler and it's more of a fast talker, and they're both kind of out for their own game. You know, like it's definitely a story that's driven by greed, and greed's a huge theme and kind of the driving force of a lot of the characters on Pandora and in Borderlands.
Yeah, you really want to gather stuff. Borderlands has always been a game kind of about getting more stuff for yourself and greed and finding the boundary. How much do you actually want to share with your friends versus just ninja that chest? And it's really fun to have, you're playing from 2 different characters' perspectives and have them have to make choices about who's going to get this and what do they want.
Yeah.
So there are actually a ton of details too in this month's OXM, and I think the plan was to have that here.
Yeah, Hyperion was shipping some here to the theater, but they forgot that we're set on Pandora, and not on the moon.
I heard we actually have them. I heard that we have them, and after this session, we're going to do an autograph session. Where's the autograph session? In the queue room. And we'll have these magazines on hand. If you come up, you'll get one for free. This is 2 weeks before it shows up on shelves.
Yeah.
And this is a cover story from Tales from the Borderlands. And also in this magazine are details about something else. So let's talk about that something else.
That was a great segue.
That was wonderful.
Joe, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Joe will be there at the autograph session with us.
So, as Randy alluded to, you guys may have heard we announced a new Borderlands game this week.
What?
The Pre-Sequel. And so there are some more details in this magazine as well about Pre-Sequel, but let's talk Pre-Sequel. I think that can kind of be the rest of this.
I don't know how many of you have read any of the stories since we announced the game basically here at PAX. There was a lot of news coverage for it.
Or any of the stories before we announced it about
Yeah, there was some leaks apparently. The game was officially announced on Wednesday, right before PAX started, and we've been showing it non-stop. I hope some of you had an opportunity to check out the game in the theater that we have on this show floor.
Has anyone got to see the demo?
I know lines are very long, so if you didn't get a chance to see it, I'm going to give you the top line right now, and we're going to show you some glimpses of what Borderlands The Pre-Sequel is all about. Borderlands The Pre-Sequel is an all-new Borderlands game. It's standalone, and it's going to launch later this year, in the fall, on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Windows PC. So if you've already played Borderlands, we know you already have the platforms that you can play this game with. If you've sold your old Xbox to get a new Xbox One, or you sold your PlayStation 3 to get a PS4, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. We wanted 100% of the energy that was going to go into this game to be dedicated towards making the game better, bigger, and awesome. We wanted none of that attention diverted towards figuring out just how to draw a triangle on any platform that we didn't understand. So 100% of the budget that's going into this is all in content and features and iterating from Borderlands 2. No budget wasted on Borderlands.
We also have a bit of a pet peeve. We have a bit of a pet peeve when we have the first game and the second game, and now we're having a game that sits placed right in the middle. Putting it on a different generation console.
OCD, baby.
Oh, that would have been so bad.
OCD, yeah, that's a problem. So Borderlands, the pre-sequel, takes place after Borderlands and before Borderlands 2. It's a sequel to Borderlands and a prequel to Borderlands 2.
Oh!
You see what we did there. I campaigned very heavily to call it Borderlands 1.5 because that's where it takes place in the story, but of course it kind of disrespects the fact that all of the invention, all of the new features, all of the technology is actually iterated from Borderlands 2. So it's actually more like 2.5 from a technology and features point of view.
I wanted to call it Borderlands A Girl's Gotta Eat. I don't have a reason for that.
We should mention we're doing this in collaboration with Duke Australia.
Right. So one of the ways this was able to happen. Obviously, you guys know about all of the work we did to bring DLC to Borderlands 2, and we've been working very hard on that. But another thing that we've been getting more and more of our energy focused on since we launched Borderlands 2 is building entirely new games, new IP for new platforms. And this has consumed a huge amount of our attention. So just like we were not able to dedicate our own attention to Borderlands 2 for Vita, it was going to be really hard for us to make a new Borderlands game. But we wanted one. There's so many ideas we had, and we know that you guys wanted more Borderlands. Very, very fortunately, there's a team in Australia, 2K Australia. They used to be Irrational Australia, and they worked on all of the BioShock games, and they recently, or about a year ago, I guess, year and change, they finished working on BioShock Infinite. Did anyone play that game? It was amazing, right? These guys are super talented, and of course we're collaborating with the team here in Boston, the Irrational team here in Boston. So an incredibly talented team. We're familiar with their content, we're familiar with their capabilities, and they're very good at co-development. They're very good at working with teams on all the way around the world. And they were available, so we sat down and talked about it, and we decided that they should take point and that this can happen. We can get a new Borderlands game if they jump in. And they have, and those guys are amazing, and they've done so much incredible things with this. They've created 4 new characters, and they've developed a game where we are going to be on the opposing force, so to speak. We are going to be on Handsome Jack's team. We're going to follow the rise of Handsome Jack from the events after Borderlands 1 all the way to the beginning of Borderlands 2. The tentpole, the thing we started with, was the idea that, you know, we've all spent hundreds and hundreds of hours on Pandora, and we've always looked up at that moon, and we've looked up at that moon base, and we've wondered what's going on up there. So the tentpole, we said, we gotta go to the moon. We gotta go to that moon base. And so most of the pre-sequel actually takes place either on the moon or inside that moon base. And this creates an incredible new opportunity for gameplay. Low gravity, zero atmosphere environments, all kinds of new features come from that. I think we should roll footage and talk to those features.
So we're gonna do a little bit of a deep dive. We actually have Joel from 2K Australia. If you want to come out, Joel. Joel Eschler, 2K Australia. Flew all the way out there. Hey, Joel. And so yeah, like if, you know, Joel, I know you guys have actually been doing. Yeah.
I'm really glad I wore this tie today.
So you guys have been doing presentations downstairs, and we don't have time to do a full presentation or anything, but I thought if you and Matt want to kind of go through kind of the top level stuff for Athena and a few of the features in the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just to start with Athena.
Yeah, so this character, did you guys play the General Knox DLC? So you'll probably recognize this character as Athena. She has a pretty awesome action skill. She has a shield, the kinetic aspis, that she can pull up, and she absorbs damage. She actually purposefully goes out in front and absorbs as much damage, and then throws it back and delivers that back to the enemies. It's pretty awesome. And as we're going through some of these skills here, you can upgrade that. We're going on the Phalanx tree at the moment. You can absorb elemental damage. The capstone, if you guys saw it in the demo, is you can actually absorb even more damage and then ricochet it off multiple enemies. I think you managed to get a couple good ones yesterday.
I tried. I was really bad at driving the demo, but I did what I could.
She's like the ultimate Captain America badass, and she's a woman, which is awesome.
So, of course, on the moon, Matt, I mean, what does the moon change? What is different about being on the moon versus Pandora?
We have a low gravity, and we have also a very little atmosphere. A lot of people are really scared that when they heard that we had low atmosphere, that we were going to have a survival horror kind of feel where you're always out of oxygen and always starving. Actually, we treat oxygen, mostly because the Australia guys wanted to do this, we treat the oxygen as a tool, as a resource to do interesting combat things. So you can jump really high and use the oxygen to boost through the air and fly. You can blast it downwards and you can hit the ground with a powerful slam. Here's a good boost.
Oh God, oh God. Double jump. Jetpack.
A nice extra sort of jetpack ability, which allows you to fly around over your enemies and strafe them like you're in a World War II fighter pilot. It brings another dimension of gameplay to Borderlands while still maintaining absolutely the Borderlands flavor and feeling.
And enemies have jetpacks as well.
They do. They also have oxygen as well, and you can shoot their oxygen masks off and cause them
and
to...
here's another byproduct actually of low gravity.
Low gravity is really fun.
And it's always funny.
So new weapon types as well is one of the big things. Cryo, I know something that we've wanted in Borderlands forever. You guys made it happen.
Yeah, it was awesome. At first, when we first started working on this game, the guys at Gearbox told us a cryo weapon was going to be really hard to make work, but that just kind of made us want to do it more. And this goes through grenades, it goes through Oz kits. Yeah, you can freeze guys and shatter them. It's awesome.
Yeah, we tried to do ice weapons for Borderlands 2, and we quickly realized that it was just not feasible. It was too hard and too buggy. And they said, no, well, we're going to do it anyway. Okay, it's probably going to get cut. It's going to be too hard and too buggy. But no, they pulled it off. Once again, BioShock. It was.
We have ice guns.
Yeah, we have ice guns. And the only thing we had to do was let somebody else do it.
Beyond Ice, we also have lasers now.
Yeah, who wanted lasers in Borderlands?
Laser butt slams, yeah. Really quickly, allude to these earlier. You can also infograph.
Yeah, this might be my favorite thing to talk about. You probably heard me say butt stomp a lot in the demos yesterday. Let's shadow this guy.
We tried to come up with a better name for it, but everybody just calls it the butt slam because we're a bunch of middle school kids.
Technically, the designers back in Australia call it a slam, but it's got to be called a butt stomp.
If you're Joel is 100% butt stomp, because we've been doing a lot of demos together, and I've heard you say butt stomp more than I care to.
As I said, we do have lasers. It's on the moon. We really like to fulfill the promise. Anyone who played Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep knows that we were promising high fantasy, and we gave you orcs and skeletons and castles and wizards and all the trappings of high fantasy. Well, we're on the moon. We're going to give you the trappings of that fun science fiction. We're going to give you the lasers and guys in moon outfits and low gravity and space stations and all the fun things there, because that's sort of what we like to do with Borderlands. We take a promise and we just give it to you in our skewed, weird, twisted way.
You know, Joel, you mentioned Athena's action skill is the ass fist, that awesome shield, which she can actually do a lot of incredible stuff with.
Yeah, I think we're actually going to show the Wrath of the Goddess. So you can actually absorb damage. This is really handy in co-op. She's getting in front there and taking all of that laser fire. Wait for those blades to spin, and are we going to take out everyone? That was awesome. It can get even better though.
Anyone who's seen the demo knows that we show all this and a lot more. We have more time there.
So we're getting pretty low on time. You know, you've seen a lot of video footage of the game. Mikey, you had actually put together a teaser trailer for
I did. That's an interesting story in and of itself. Yeah, I spent about a month and a half on that. I worked with Anthony on writing it. I worked with Richard Jessup on putting it together, with Carl Shedd, one of our love line. It was a very collaborative effort. We wanted to make a teaser that would create a conversation because we knew. I just choked on, who God knows.
Goldschlager.
It was the Goldschlager from earlier.
That's gross.
Well, okay. So we wanted to make something that created a conversation because this is called Borderlands The Pre-Sequel. It's not. I don't know what we're talking about. It's fine. So yeah, we wanted something that was a little bit.
We don't have enough time, so let's just slow us down and derail us completely.
You just derailed the derailment.
I know.
I know. Okay, so we made a thing. I was a big fan of the poem Ozymandias, and if you've ever seen the Breaking Bad trailer, you've probably seen Walter White read Ozymandias. We thought it'd be really funny if we had Handsome Jack do that, and he just gives up halfway through because he's like, whatever. Let's play it.
Go ahead. Just let's play it. This is never before seen. First time here.
Are you recording, or what are you doing back there? Time is money. Well, it's not really money. It's more like iridium or whatever. Just get your together. Let's go. I got people to kill. Here we go. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, 2 vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose grin and handsome, yeah, it was, 'cause I'm handsome, face, and on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Handsome Jack, super cool hero. Look on my works, you guys, and despair. Nothing beside remains. What the hell does that mean? He dies in the end? Ah, that's stupid. That's so stupid. No. We're gonna be redoing that. New ending. Yeah. The statue's still there, and it's awesome, because it shows him, like, shooting a guy in the face with a freeze ray, and everyone's like, woo, hot damn, you're the best, Handsome Jack, and super handsome, did I mention that? And smart, and all the women want to do ya. You like my poem? I wrote that. Borderlands The Pre-Sequel! I love my voice. Do you like the title? I came up with it myself. Hashtag for all you kids.
So that was gonna be the announcement trailer, and it turned out we kind of did a whole other thing. So you guys got to see that for the first time, and I'm not sure we'll ever release it. I'm sure half of you will upload it in 10 minutes to YouTube, and this will be on the internet. We're almost out of time, aren't we?
Almost out of time. What do we have to say about the pre-sequel?
What do we have to say about the pre-sequel? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you know, what people here, they saw the demo, you know, we had a pre-order booth downstairs, a lot of people are excited for it, you know, what can we say about it?
It is going to come out later this year.
Okay.
Did we mention that the moon is kind of Australia?
That's cool. Oh, I know where you're going with this. We forgot to give you guys something. We need to give something away. Are the enforcers set up? Does everybody?
Oh, they got it.
Okay, you guys have something. It's got a code on it. Okay. Let me tell you what that code gives you. First of all, did anyone here check out the Powered by Amazon booth? Did you pre-order? Anybody pre-order the game? I got some bad news for you. That code, everyone in this room is getting a free copy of Borderlands The Pre-Sequel. One caveat. I need everybody to stand up. We're all going to repeat after me. Raise your hand. We're all going to say, I state your name. I'm giving a free copy of Borderlands The Pre-Sequel. I will never forget. The awesome generosity of 2K and Gearbox Software. I understand that the livelihoods of the people of 2K and Gearbox who have dedicated their lives in the attempt to provide me entertainment depend upon my patronage as a customer. So to the extent that I have the means, I look forward to repaying the kindness shown by purchasing other titles from 2K and Gearbox, including all of the inevitable DLC. All right, thank you guys.